How to earn money from walking, online money making. Whether you strut your stuff or barely break a snail's pace, if you've got the steps, you can convert them into cash, a career, or freebies. Here's how. As well as revealing the freebies you can snag just by slapping on a pair of trainers, we've gone the extra mile to reveal the bona fide business ideas you can get off the ground just by walking. As with anything, the more time or effort you put in, the better the rewards. Either way, if you're looking for unusual earners, fun jobs, or smart student startup ideas, you've come to the right place. Walk This Way. A super easy way to walk and earn money is to get one of the below free apps. They'll let earn some pretty decent rewards for your steps. You earn 0.95 sweat coins for every 1,000 outdoor steps you take, roughly half a mile. You can then use your coins to get discounts and sometimes free stuff from the App Store. At the time of writing, that includes things like antibacterial hand sanitizer, 4.99 sweat coins. 50% off a portable blender, 9.99 sweat coins, and even a 1,000 pounds holiday in the south of France, 20,000 sweat coins. But it changes every day. While 30 sweat coins is the equivalent of around 15 miles, you won't need to cover it in one go. The key is to save up coins using the steps you'd be taking anyway. We asked members of our Facebook group, and they reported that they'd nabbed everything from Now TV passes and virtual personal trainer sessions to tailor-made dog food and protein shakers by using the app. But there are some downsides too. I used it for a Now TV pass. The daily offers are usually discounts. Subscription services are paying postage for a free item. However, it was eating my battery and data, so I just deleted it. You can only buy set amounts of money, like a £100 PayPal credit. And you can only do this once you've accumulated a ton of coins and referred a whole host of mates to the app. But hey, it's a step in the right direction. Better Points is similar to Sweatcoin in that you collect points for exercising, in this case, walking, running, or cycling. You can earn both Better Points and Better Tickets. Better Points can be collected and redeemed as vouchers at various high street stores, while Better Tickets enter you into a draw to win a bumper amount of Better Points. To start earning, you simply head to the app and sign up for a program. For instance, their National Rewards Winter Challenge program rewarded users with one Better Ticket for every mile completed, with the prize draw offering 5,000 Better Points every week. They also donated 25,000 Better Points to the charity shelter every time users collectively completed 24,902 miles, the circumference of the Earth. At the time of writing, you can exchange your Better Points for rewards including a £2 Argos gift card for 2,000 Better Points, a £5 New Look gift card for 5,000 Better Points, and a £5 Arcadia Group voucher to be used in stores like Topshop and Miss Selfridge for 5,950 Better Points. WinWalk is a little newer to the paid walking app scene, but with a slick design and rewards on a par with many of the competitors, there's no reason not to give it a go. You'll earn one WinWalk coin for every 100 steps you take. Up to 10,000 steps per day, 100 coins. These coins can be used to redeem gift cards, like £10 at cost at 20,000 coins, £10 at Nike, 20,000 coins, or £25 at Netflix, 49,000 coins. That sounds like a lot of steps in. To be honest, it is. But unlike the other paid walking apps, where you also need to walk a long way to earn money, WinWalk has a lottery feature. For just 65 WinWalk coins, you can enter a draw to win a £5 voucher at a whole host of shops, like Amazon, Primark, and Tesco. You can also complete missions, which can earn you well over 1,000 coins a pop for taking surveys, downloading apps, and doing other similarly simple tasks. Charity Miles isn't an app for making money for yourself, but it instead lets you raise money for your favorite charities by moving, whether that's walking, running, dancing, cycling, or something else. Simply select your charity when you sign up to the app, and for every mile you move, the app's corporate sponsorship pool will donate some cash. Better still, your friends and family can sponsor you too. You might not be making money for yourself, but you can feel good about the fact that your exercise is helping those in need. Building rewards can take time, as well as several pairs of shoes. But if you're already reasonably active, you could earn points for no extra effort. It might even motivate you to walk more, which is no bad thing, especially if it saves you paying for a gym membership. People are willing to pay for just about anything nowadays. And that includes random errands and deliveries. If you live in an urban area where you can easily get around without a car, then this is the perfect way to earn some spare cash by walking, although you'll have to be prepared to go out of your way to get the job done. From late night chocolate runs to helping people move boxes into their new flat, you'll have to be up for anything. But you can pick jobs that fit around your schedule, and that you're comfortable doing. And it's a useful way to earn an extra £30 to tide you over at the end of term. Unfortunately, tasking apps advertising these kinds of jobs aren't available everywhere yet. But there are a couple of big ones that are growing rapidly. Simply head to the website to register as a tasker, and choose which types of tasks you'd like to do. Errands include things like going shopping, going to the post office, organizing paperwork, posting packages and gift wrapping, while deliveries involve being able to transport food, clothing, documents and other items quickly. It's free to register on TaskRabbit in the UK, and if you complete enough tasks and receive lots of good feedback, you could become an elite tasker, meaning you're more likely to be chosen for work. And, as a tasker, you can take home 100% of your hourly earnings and tips for each task without having to pay a fee to TaskRabbit. Airtasker is exactly the same concept as TaskRabbit, but as it's newer in the UK, it's still, mostly, London-based. We found a few tasks in the northwest, around Liverpool and Manchester, and some elsewhere in the country. But this is broadly a London affair. Once you've registered as a tasker, you can make money from doing anything from photography and cooking, to removals and furniture assembly. And like TaskRabbit, it's free to sign up. Again, you should make sure you're getting paid a decent amount of money for your work. And ensure you know exactly how much time a task will take before you sign up for it. Fees are agreed in advance. So a fee that initially sounds good could quickly seem tiny if the job ends up taking days. Airtasker has come under fire back in its native Australia for allowing people to work for crazy low wages, effectively driving wages down. Make sure you know your worth. These sites do offer some basic insurance, but it's usually to cover the person posting the task, rather than the tasker. You might want to think about taking out your own insurance, in case you're injured while carrying out any tasks. Also, make sure you stay safe. And don't do anything you're uncomfortable with. You're essentially helping out strangers. And while it's likely everything will be fine, it's best to stay on the safe side. Make sure a friend or family member knows where you are and what task you're carrying out at all times. We may be living in the digital age, but we reckon you're only ever 2 streets away from a guy wearing an all-you-can-eat buffet sign. There are lots of rules and regulations on placing adverts on streets in the UK. So companies often choose to hire someone to display a sign for them. Human directionals is the official job title. In case you were wondering, it's easy money and involves a lot of standing around, but don't expect to get paid much more than the minimum wage. After all, it's pretty low-skilled work. All you need is a high threshold for standing around dressed as a bowling pin or a horse's head, both real student moneymakers. If you fancy it, contact some local businesses or keep your eyes peeled for job adverts and grab any opportunities that come up. Note that you'll probably need a license before you can get out there. But this should be organized by the business you're advertising for. Sadly, you won't be allowed to be on your phone all day as it looks unprofessional, but you should be able to plug your headphones in and listen to an audiobook or music. And if you don't fancy boiling to death, there's more on offer than buffet boards and fancy dress. By using the online marketplace Fiverr, you can get paid for wearing promo clothes or branded gear while you're out and about, which saves having to walk around as a hot dog in the height of summer. Note, we'd suggest avoiding third-party sites and instead use your own website or social media accounts to drum up clients. Don't forget to approach local bars, restaurants, and clubs, as well as bigger brands who want to get their message in front of students. If you live somewhere busy with loads of landmarks, beauty spots, or layers of history, you could become a tour guide to make money. Tour guiding involves leading people around a town, city, or wilderness route and pointing out hidden gems or points of interest along the way. You're not stuck with the great outdoors. Either, you could arrange guided tours of public museums or art galleries. Although it's often seasonal work, you can do it on your own time and schedule, and charge what you like. Once you've started tour guiding, you can make extra money from it by converting your routes into audio or printable guides to sell from your own website. Why stop earning just because you're asleep or in lectures? Hey, tour guiding is one of the few gigs where you can get paid to walk without certificates, insurance, or experience, although all of these can help if you want to make a living from it. That said, it can be competitive, so you'll need a compelling angle and a knack for self-promotion. Do your research and look for hidden histories or a twist to give you an edge. Popular themes for tours include the serial killer circuit, the city at night, urban exploration, or sites related to famous people, dead or alive. Also bear in mind that it helps to be a good public speaker, that means being confident, as well as amusing, engaging, and memorable. Having a good spiel will help you get more tips. Speaking a couple of languages can pay off, too. And, if you're considering giving tours in a museum, gallery, or other attraction, remember that they may expect you to apply in advance, or pay, to lead a guided tour on their premises. Check this out before you start advertising your services. Most student houses won't even let you house a goldfish, never mind a golden retriever, so if you're a dog person, becoming a dog walker can be a win-win. There are loads of potential clients, from pensioners to people with a 9-to-5 job, or pretty much anyone else who can't manage 2 or more walks a day. Typically, with sites like Tailster, you'll pick up, drop off dogs and walk them for an agreed amount of time or distance, 1 or more times a day. Always keep your pooches on a lead for more security and less stress. Unsurprisingly, as a dog walker, it helps to be confident with dogs, as well as patient and able to scoop poop without panicking. You'll also need to be reliable and stick to your schedule whatever the weather. You won't need much, if any, equipment to become a dog walker, but you should ask the owner to supply anything you will need so that you're not out of pocket. We're talking leads or harnesses, treats, poop bags, and some of their favorite toys. It's also worth getting to know the dog's personality or medical history before agreeing to anything. Check out our guide to becoming a pet sitter for more info on what it's like to be a dog walker, including how much money you'll make and what insurance and certificates you may need before getting started. If you're looking to get paid to walk and you're motivated, lively, and can maintain a cracking pace, leading a fitness trail could be up your street, or hill. If you're feeling hardcore, getting a successful group going can generate a regular income for you, as well as a chance to meet new people. Plus, you'll have zero excuses for skipping your own workout. You'll need to be good at getting people to keep to a schedule and helping them reach their goals. With that in mind, it's good to have an angle for your sessions. Be that beginners, new mums, older people, or an unusual location. For example, make sure your walk is tailored to your crowd and check everyone's managing okay, and that they're motivated to keep up. Don't just take off and expect to see everyone at the finish line. You should advertise your start time, location, and costs well in advance. A website, Facebook group, or flyers around uni are handy for adding info about the route or fitness requirements, and give you space to pitch yourself. It's probably a good idea to get some public liability insurance too, as you'll be dealing with people who could stub a toe, trip up, or otherwise do themselves an injury. Cover starts from around £50 per year, so get some cash bookings in place before you cough up. A first aid certificate is also a great investment, so check if your uni runs any free or subsidized first aid courses. Or, if you think a career in fitness could be for you, look into a group exercise or personal training certificate, or another coaching qualification. Finally, if you've got grander plans in mind, You could consider making a full day of it, sponsored walks. Entertainment en route or an Iron Man style event are all achievable and will attract more people. Walking guides are always popular, as proven by time-out walks and even the AA walking guides, and they must be in demand for a driving company to bother writing them. Once you've got a decent collection of routes, you'll need to type them up and either publish yourself, as an ebook or in print, or pitch it to an agent. It's not a fast route to big money, but it's the kind of project you can do at low cost and then leave to generate passive income for years to come. First and foremost, you'll need to spend some time sourcing your own routes, ideally with a strong theme or angle like countryside walks, a city guide, art and culture sites, or something else popular or quirky. Check the best sellers in your local bookshop and see if you can beat them. As for writing the book itself, it takes discipline to get words on paper, but if you can write mammoth essays for your degree, you're already up to the job. Ideally, you'll also want to get someone else to proofread the book and test out your routes before you launch them into the world. You can ask your friends and family to help here, or head to Fiverr and hire a proofreader. An ebook is the fastest and cheapest way to get your words out there. And luckily for you, we have a whole guide to publishing an ebook. You'll need to convert your content to an appropriate format, but outfits like Smashwords and Amazon's Kindle Direct Publishing can convert a simple Word document for free. You can also use them to submit your book, which will then show up in stores. Stuffing junk leaflets through letterboxes isn't going to win you any friends, but it can help you get fit and keep your bank account in the black. There are no shortage of companies that will pay for your services, but it's best to try Gumtree for local leads or simply pop into nearby stores to ask managers. You will be handed a bundle of leaflets and a route, so the only thing left for you to do is plan ahead for the weather. Leaflet dropping is typically flexible work, but before you get cracking, double check that there aren't any hidden pitfalls, like limits on how long you take, or how far you go. Perhaps we're being a teeny bit liberal with the definition of getting paid to walk here. But then again, as a model, you can literally earn money by walking up and down a runway. Before you switch off and decide you're not attractive enough to be a model, not that you should be thinking that. OBV, here's some good news: you don't always need to be ridiculously good looking to be a model. What you do need is to be okay with having people do your hair and makeup and getting papped on demand, as well as wearing, eating or pointing at stuff on camera that you wouldn't usually touch with a barge pole. But, ultimately, you don't need any experience or training to get into it, and you'll sometimes get paid to go traveling. Plus, few things beat the ego boost. As we've touched on already, you don't have to be a Kate Moss lookalike to get booked as a model, although we won't deny that it probably helps. The candidly named Ugly Models agency say they're looking for men and women of all shapes and sizes because they're about character, not airbrushing. Sign us up. If you reckon you could be Ryan Gosling's body double, or could give Margot Robbie a run for her money, there is no shortage of casting agencies out there. Head to Google to find them, or just go on Instagram and pout like your life depends on it. A word to the wise, though, don't expect overnight success. Celeb hijinks are your face on the cover of Vogue. Modeling can be hard work, cutthroat and not always well paid or regular work, and there can be a lot of traipsing around to auditions and waiting for callbacks. If you reckon one of the gigs on this page could be an earner for you, download one of the paid walking apps first and earn even more rewards as you go about your business. It doesn't matter how skint you think you are, if you earn more than the personal allowance, currently £12,500 per year, not including your maintenance loan, HRMC gets a cut. For a little help, find out how tax works in 5 minutes with our guide. If you register as self-employed, it's easy, do it here. You can reduce your tax bill with legitimate business costs, including a DBS check, insurance, advertising or web hosting. Just remember to keep detailed records, receipts and paperwork. Don't pile cash into your business unless it's essential and you're sure it's a goer. Make use of free advertising online, social media, basically, or haggle for swaps before cracking open your wallet. Only employers and licensing bodies can apply for a full DBS check. Individuals can apply for a basic DBS check instead. You'll need to supply ID documents and pay £23 to apply, and it can take up to 14 days for your certificate to arrive. If you're not much of a walker, we've got a whole load of quick cash fixes to get you through a tight spot. Take your pick. Disclaimer: all content on this website is based on individual experience and journalistic research. It does not constitute financial advice. Save the Student and its authors are not liable for how tips are used, nor for content and services on external websites. Common sense should never be neglected. We sometimes use affiliated links which may result in a payment following a visitor taking action, such as a purchase or registration, on an external website. This helps keep Save the Student free. The user experience shouldn't be any different, and our editorial decision making is not affected by such links. Like most sites, we use cookies to optimize your experience and serve personalized content. By using our website, you agree to our use of cookies. More info. Text source: savethestudent.org.